Hold on. Two things, okay? Don't let me forget okay, the story. Anyway, so I went to dinner. I can't really say names.
I was watching yesterday. Rogan had some doctor on, and she was talking about, she was like an anti-vax, talking about she doesn't believe in vaccines and all that kind of stuff. And they had, she had brought up, the people that got really sick, like during COVID, were people that were like, overweight, and they had big guts. And then Joe says something like, "Oh yeah, like my friend Bert Kreischer, like he would have got really sick, huh?" And he goes, she goes, "I don't know who that is." And he goes, "Oh, he's one of my comedian friends, and he's gonna be so mad that you don't know who he is."
Ouch.
Yeah.
But I can say names if you edit them out, okay?
He just did it again.
What the is this? I got the worst seat in the house. People are watching this. People are jumping off buildings behind me.
It's kind of cool.
And they're like, "Bert, stop talking. I want to watch action."
It looks good.
It's nice. She goes, "So what are you doing?" And now I'm like, I don't want to.
Bro, Segura looks
What's
weird, dude.
happening to him?
This like Hollywood Segura thing he's going for, it's really awkward. It's starting to look really weird, right?
Say Dana or Joe's name, not name dropping.
Kind of name dropping.
Yeah.
So, but I go, we're coming out for the UFC fight, and Mel Gibson's just like, "So what do you do?" And I was like, "Nice." I'm like, "Hook, line, and sinker." And I was like, "I'm friends with Joe Rogan." God damn it! What the fuck did I say?
So, a couple of weeks ago, Tom and Bert went to the South by Southwest Festival, and
Oh God damn it!
Can we agree on something?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you and I started a vodka company, or let's say we got a vodka sponsor, and they gave us so much money that we couldn't talk about other vodkas and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that too busy of a setup for all the sponsors? Like you don't need 3 cans of Liquid Death, 2 things of Dosa, whatever, the fucking hot sauce, whatever, just one, right? Wouldn't it be better for advertising's sake?
Yeah, but they don't care. They just want money. They don't give a shit.
But you don't understand. Like, look at how busy that looks. You're taking away from how it would look. Like if me and Royce did that, we would have one bottle of prominently shown like Tito's or whatever, and you'd see it,
right?
And it wouldn't be distracted by another bottle of Tito's right next to it, jammed there with Liquid Death and other. You would just see that. They don't even.
And those energy shots that fucking Brendan Schaub has on the table.
It's obnoxious. Just show one. You'll notice it more when there's one of them.
Where they hired out
Did you see Bert's hat?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, cool.
Party house.
Honestly, Tom's hat's more enraging because it's like, what do I care that you like Muhammad Ali?
Friends and fans of their vodka brand Porosos. And just in case you'd forgotten, these guys are supposed to be comedians, not middle-aged event promoters.
That is what they look like, though. 100%. 100%.
Now that I think about it, if Bert had never...
By the way, this is about Podcast Cringe.
...met Joe Rogan, he'd totally be a nightclub promoter. Anyway, this special episode of Two Bears, One Cave was cringe as fuck, and I'm going to take you through all of it. There are a few things that came out of it, such as Tom asking Bert about Ari Shaffir, going around saying that the story about how Ari dosed Bert with Molly was just a bit and it never actually happened. And I've also got a clip of Big Jay Oakerson calling out Bert for being a tone-deaf redact on Matt and Shane's Secret podcast.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. I didn't see that. Let's see.
I don't know. It's perfect for this house.
Yeah, it is. We still didn't talk about the house.
Okay, we'll talk about the house. Let's put a pin in that. Hold on. Can I tell you what I got into? Yeah. I'm going to need to show you these so you can understand them. So I have a problem with underwear, okay? Do you think if you take SSRIs, do you think
one too many S's, dude,
that it makes you just a little happier? So I'm not depressed, but I wouldn't mind being a little happier.
He has such a retarded understanding of how these things work.
Well, he's a retarded person. He's not a smart guy, and I don't find him funny. Whenever somebody tells me that they think Bert Kreischer's funny, I always like judge them. I will always judge you because that means like, oh, you don't think things are funny then? Okay, cool. You just think fat guy screaming is funny. Got it.
I don't know. I've never been on them, so I wouldn't know.
Is you on SSRIs?
SSRIs. It's just 2 S's.
Yeah.
SSRI.
It's funny because when you say words funny.
Yeah, well,
because you don't say them normally. It's
well,
fun.
again, it's the old Opie, you know.
Yeah,
it's like envelopes, Haagen-Dazs,
SSRIs.
Yeah.
Did I just develop a lisp in the middle of this?
Yeah, you did.
SSRIs.
Look at Kingman's bod.
Where's can we talk about where we are real quick?
Yeah, we didn't even get to that. God, look at him, man. He's fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's weird.
I saw that lean. She's like, whoa. So
I
we're
never dated
at.
a chick with red hair.
I like how
People watch this, huh?
Yeah.
you whispered like we're not on mic.
What's the matter? Kingman did?
Jesus
Are you?
Christ.
Is this a prank?
No.
Is there someone's dick and balls pressing?
No,
upside
no,
down?
no, he's not. Look at that psycho.
Jesus Christ.
So these are like a bunch of like dudes doing what they think looks cool.
Yes.
This is really cringe, right?
Like, don't get me wrong. If I had like a whole Airbnb, like if we got an Airbnb like this, yeah, it'd be cool to have a few people over, relax.
I would have someone jumping from the roof.
But I would, yeah, I wouldn't.
At that point, I'd be like, guys.
If it was a college frat shit fest, I'd be like, all right, like guys, let's cool it. Yeah. Like I don't mind. We'll smoke some weed. We could get some food. We'll chill by the pool. Hey, I'm all for all that stuff. But when you start jumping off the roof and shit, it's like, bro, I'm not 20 anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
We have insurance, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so the whole episode was like that. If we ever needed evidence that Tom's checked out, then this was definitely it. He strategically placed himself on the side so he could see out the window and check out the hired talent, while Bert just rambled about his career, his legacy, and all the shit he's been talking about in therapy.
Yes.
I swear, Tom barely spoke in this episode,
This one's rough.
but
IVs. And
Thank God I didn't bring my wife to this. Can't wait to see a 55-year-old chick in a one piece in the fucking pool.
All right.
Hey, is the sauna on? Can someone turn the sauna on? Oh my God, Philip Lee, you got
How old's he?
It's 40s.
burgers? I'm gonna have two. I'm in my one piece. I don't mind.
So for those of you who were wondering what the fuck was going on in my previous video when I played this clip of Bert stuffing his face with a burger while on a vitamin IV, this was the party they were at. And it's funny how Bert was just
Bert
telling
is
Tom
52.
how he'd only have the guts of the burger because you know how Bert's keto now, so he doesn't eat carbs. He basically has the self-control of a toddler. Bert's the only person I've ever seen who thinks that contradicting himself and lying to everyone is a flex. The way he was demolishing that burger,
Yo, who's
knowing
that girl
he was
back there in the thong though? What's going on back there? Hold on. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, shut up for a second. Who's that?
Yo.
What is that? Who's that?
Can you turn around, please, ma'am?
knowing he was on camera is fucking gross. Now, you're probably wondering why I sound like I have so much hatred in my voice today, and you're not wrong. I am actually angry, and there's a very specific reason why.
Hey, when's this come out? My special's dropped, right? Well, check out my special, Lucky, streaming right now on Netflix.
There you go.
There you go. That's my plug.
As you probably already know, Bert just dropped his 6th comedy special on Netflix last week, which I just reviewed over
As they talk about the machine.
on my Patreon with full clips.
Okay.
His shirt, hey Royce, his shirt's off
Cool.
in it.
What do you think it is?
I want to go back to
Okay,
college. I want to go back to college.
Big Jay Oakerson.
Autograph. A giant douchebag on Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker's podcast just a couple of weeks ago.
We had Everlast on Bonfire a couple years back.
Oh, yeah.
Bert Kreischer was in the studio with us. It was me and Dan still on the show. And I was like, oh, you know, it'd be really funny. I go, when Everlast gets here, let's go around the room and everybody do your impression of, what's the girl's name? It was like, somebody got pregnant from a goddamn time.
Which is, by the way, a bad idea if you're trying to be cool with everyone.
And when Bert came in, he was like, dude, I wouldn't do that. I was like, why? He goes, just musicians take themselves really seriously. Like, he won't think it's funny. He's going to be weird about it. And he was almost giving me, Bert was giving me like a read the room thing. He's like, so like, just, I wouldn't do it. And it got me in my own head where I was like, yeah, I'm not, I won't even bring it up. And then when Everlast came in after
Bert did it.
talking to him for a little bit, he was very cool.
No.
And I was like, hey, we have a guitar, man, here if you want to play a song or anything. And Bert goes, oh, if you play a song, I swear to God, I'll get butt naked right now. And I was like, yeah, brilliant. I'm like, Bert, you told me to read the room on that. He doesn't hear him impress himself. But you think one of the top Mount Rushmore of wiggers.
That's funny, man.
Wants his payment for doing something he already doesn't want to do, to be a man gets naked in the room. You read the room, Bert. He's like, oh, I'll get naked if you do. Hey, dude, great news. I'll get naked if you do something. Hey, you're probably really cool. You're probably cool with the nudity of men, right?
That's so funny.
Hey, you grew up in a culture that's pretty like fucking awesome with gay.
That's such a funny move.
I'll get totally naked. But the fact that he had the sense, it's the outward. Like he knew, he's like, yeah, that would not be a good thing. Like he needs somebody to go, Bert, I don't think Everlast wants to see you naked as a reward, punishment, or otherwise.
Seriously, we need more top 250 comedy assassins calling Bert out like this. You can just.
This is what I hate about these channels.
Yeah.
Is that they
Want to keep me down. Piss in the night. We're back.
So that's not a bit.
No, it's not.
I almost called you to be like,
Pink
wait.
Trips in this
the
video?
pink
Hold
edgy
on.
Canadian thing was getting old.
Yeah, you had Ari
But
on.
it goes
I know, I
back
saw
to an
that.
episode of the Pink Trip show from last month with Ari as a guest, where he laid out how the whole thing was just a bit that they were both in on.
I don't believe you, Davey, but you were telling me that the whole Bert thing.
You know what's weird is how much quicker this episode that Davey was on came out than ours did.
I know, right? It's
Is a
crazy.
bit. You didn't really spike Bert.
I did not.
Yeah.
You did not really spike
No, we
Bert?
made that up. I thought that was already out. You did, yeah. You already talked about it.
But
But
then
people don't believe you because you're a known liar.
Davey's hilarious, and that is funny.
Hilarious.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's the
wait a
problem.
minute. That's not true.
Dude, I bought it.
Wait, it wasn't
yeah.
real?
Wait, but wasn't what's Bert's wife's name?
Leanne.
Yeah, I know
Leanne.
that's
Wasn't
exactly what
Leanne
I
was
was going
like
to say.
legitimately
Yeah,
mad at you.
Like you're not allowed to be.
Wait a minute, you
yeah.
motherfucker. We've hung out, and you're telling me how you spiked him. You lied to me.
Listen, buddy. Once I get a troll going, I lose myself
You
in it.
played it so all the way into our friendship, and I don't give a either way.
Yeah.
So you're just practicing lying on me.
No, I believe it. I'd pass a detector.
I actually believe that.
I'm believing it when I'm saying it.
Oh my God, you're like it's
Yeah.
kind of like Renazizi.
Yeah.
By the
well,
way,
so
this
that's the
is
way
such bullshit. Ari definitely fucking does.
Of course he did. He's lying now.
It's just such
You have to do it.
Yeah,
I just,
I
like,
get
get
you,
into
I
it.
get you.
There's no other way to do it.
Yeah, we talked about it, and I was talking about how much he'd love it, and then he was like, and then we just like, we plotted that out during that podcast.
You did it so well because I really thought like Leanne, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Leanne's
but I
gonna
was like,
murder you.
but
I'd
we
be
can-
pissed if I
it's-
were-
We
Yeah.
can we didn't. We recorded the podcast. We're playing it. We're like not. He goes that. Well, we just won't put it out.
Yeah.
And that was a genius move on Bert's part. Because
Yeah.
then people were like, release the pod.
Yeah, yeah. People-
There's no
yeah,
pod. It's
yeah.
just us talking about it.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
I've never understood the hype around Ari. He comes off as a
Wait, do you like anybody? I'm sorry, but
Well,
that's the
well, yeah,
other.
he
what you were
likes
saying.
the top comedy assassin guys.
But that's the problem. That's the problem I have here too with a lot of these channels. It's like I understand that you don't like you guys just hate everybody, huh? Like literally everybody. And we hate a lot of people. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like
Red Bar invented the genre of
yeah.
I hate everything. I hate everything and everyone. Nobody's doing anything good.
Huh.
Except for me.